Elon Musk's lawyer seeks dismissal of Dogecoin lawsuit. Elon Musk's lawyer strives for the dismissal of the Dogecoin lawsuit. Plaintiffs accuse Musk of insider trading and manipulating the cryptocurrency Dogecoin, costing them billions of dollars. However, they fail to explain how he is intended to deceive anyone or what risks he was hiding. Last year, a lawsuit began between several Dogecoin investors against Elon Musk. During this time, the plaintiffs have already amended the claim 3 times, constantly delaying the decision. Musk's lawyer, Alex Spiro, said on Monday that the lawsuit dragged on for too long. He filed a motion requesting to dismiss the plaintiff's amended complaint in federal court in New York. Spiro strongly criticized the latest complaint filed on behalf of Dogecoin investors. He called it an example of abusive and belligerent litigation tactics from the opposing counsel. "Enough is enough," Shapiro wrote, according to Benzinga. The lead attorney in the class action lawsuit against Musk, Evan Spencer, made amendments to the lawsuit's complaint for the 3rd time in June. He added additional allegations. The lawsuit, which originally sought $258 billion in damages, accuses Musk of market manipulation, insider trading, and deliberate acts related to Dogecoin. In April, Musk's lawyers criticized the plaintiffs, saying the investors never explained how Musk intended to deceive anyone or what risks he was hiding. They explained that his words like Dogecoin rules and no highs, no lows, only Doge were too vague to support a fraud claim. In fact, there is nothing illegal in posting words of support for a legitimate cryptocurrency, they explained. There is nothing unlawful about tweeting words of support for, or funny pictures about, a legitimate cryptocurrency that continues to hold a market cap of nearly $10 billion. Musk's lawyers said. This court should put a stop to plaintiffs' fantasy and dismiss the complaint. Source: reposted and summarized from Eva Fox at Tasmanian. Tesla China sees 12.8K insurance registrations in August. Tesla's insurance registrations in China saw a recovery in the week ending August 6. With its results, the electric vehicle maker became one of the few automakers in China which saw an uptick in insurance registrations last week. Weekly sales data are not reported by Tesla China, though the trend in the company's vehicle sales per week could generally be inferred through insurance registrations across the country. Insurance registration figures are then tracked and reported by industry watchers in China. To provide a general overview of automakers' weekly performance in the country's automotive segment. As per industry watchers, Tesla China saw 12,800 insurance registrations from July 31 to August 6, 2023. That's a 20.75% improvement from the 10,600 registrations that were tracked for the electric vehicle maker in the week ending July 30. It should also be noted that in the week ending July 23, Tesla China only saw 7,700 insurance registrations across the country. Data from the China Passenger Car Association (CPCA) has indicated that Tesla sold 64,285 Gigafactory Shanghai-made vehicles in July. The number included Model 3 sedans and Model Y crossovers that were exported and sold in China's local auto market. Tesla China's July results represent a 31.38% drop from the 93,680 units that were sold in June. It also represented the lowest monthly sales for Tesla China this year so far. While Tesla China's results in July are quite low, it may also not be unexpected. During the second quarter earnings call, CEO Elon Musk highlighted that Tesla is still looking to hit 1.8 million vehicle deliveries this year. But production in the third quarter will be a bit low due to shutdowns for factory upgrades. Giga Shanghai, which produces vehicles for China and several other countries, could be receiving some of these upgrades. We continue to target 1.8 million vehicle deliveries this year. Although we expect that Q3 production will be a little bit down because we've got some shutdowns too for a lot of factory upgrades. So, just probably a slight decrease in production in Q3 for sort of global factory upgrades, Musk said. Source: reposted and summarized from Simon Alvarez at Teslarati. Indian auto rivals shade Tesla before market entry. Companies that will rival Tesla if it eventually enters the Indian market are already shading the Austin, Texas-based car company before it has even committed to entering the country as a domestic competitor. For the past 2 years, we have followed Tesla's plans to enter India. The automaker and the government of India have been negotiating the terms of an entry for some time, which has been tumultuous, to say the least. Tesla has been interested in building a domestic manufacturing plant in India but wanted to first test demand for its vehicles by importing them from another plant, likely Gigafactory Shanghai in China. Indian government officials were not enthusiastic about the idea. Instead, they wanted Tesla to commit to building a multi-billion-dollar facility that would churn out the company's all-electric vehicles. A business decision that was obviously not favorable for Tesla. Negotiations were put on ice until this year. New details of Tesla's meeting with India emerge. Now that Tesla is moving forward with more intense plans to build a factory in India, it seems that companies based in the country are beginning to scour their potential competition. Mahindra Group is one of India's best-selling car companies, and the automaker's CEO and managing director Anish Shah is already anticipating that Tesla will enter the Indian market soon. However, he is not convinced that his company should be intimidated by the entrance of a giant with the reputation, valuation, or technology that Tesla has. Shah said via Street Signs Asia, "We've seen tremendous competition in India over the last 20 years. So Tesla or anyone else coming in does not faze us." At one point, Mahindra was written off when all the global majors were coming into India. Today, we continue to have the #1 market share in SUVs from a revenue standpoint. Mahindra has a strong business, with close to a 50% market share in the light commercial vehicle segment, Shah said. It has a $9.8 billion valuation, and by 2027, it expects between 20 and 30% of its SUV sales to be electric. Perhaps the biggest question mark for Tesla before entering India is the demand for its vehicles. India is flooded with cheap and affordable options that would undercut the cost of a Tesla by tens of thousands of dollars. However, Tesla is reportedly planning to build a factory that would produce a $24,000 vehicle, helping the company bolster an instantaneously competitive option right out of the gate. Source: reposted and summarized from Joey Klender at Teslarati. Here's how Pepsi runs its 21 Tesla semi-trucks at Sacramento Depot. As the first commercial owner of a Tesla semi-fleet, PepsiCo is in a unique position to get not only first-hand information about the all-electric Class 8 vehicle, but also provide feedback to the manufacturer. While PepsiCo may be limited by its contract with Tesla when it comes to the amount and type of information it can disclose to the public, the company has provided interesting insight into the Tesla semi-ownership experience over the past few months. Now, we get to learn more about Tesla's first commercial vehicle courtesy of a new video that offers a look into how the Semi is helping PepsiCo achieve its sustainability goals. Posted by the North American Council for Freight Efficiency (NACFE) on its Vimeo channel and picked up by Teslarati. The video takes a look at Pepsi's electric depot in Sacramento, California, which is home to 21 Tesla semis, among other commercial EVs. Before delving into the video, it must be said that NACFE is the organizer of the Run on Less Freight Efficiency Challenge, in which PepsiCo will enter at least one Tesla semi next month, running for 3 weeks starting September 11th. The Run on Less event is expected to offer the first independent performance data on the Semi, and that's obviously a big deal. And now for the interesting stuff in the video. We learn that Pepsi is running its Tesla Semi fleet in Sacramento for around 12 hours a day, mostly during daytime, delivering beverages predominantly under 100 miles on a daily basis. According to Amanda DeVoe, Pepsi's Transformation and Strategy Director, the use of EVs is most advantageous for this type of short-range travel from the company's distribution warehouse in Sacramento to where it will deliver beverages. That said, Dayan Antonoviu 0107, Pepsi's electrification program manager, noted that 3 of the 21 Tesla semi-trucks used at the Sacramento facility are dedicated to the long-haul routes, which range from 250 miles to 450 miles. Obviously, Tesla's megachargers have been a huge help with that, helping minimize downtime. For example, the Semi is said to go from 5 to 10% to 95% state of charge in 20 to 30 minutes of charging. Antonoviu 0107 said that the Semi's technology, particularly regenerative braking, has also been a great help for Pepsi, especially on the challenging routes that include the Donner Pass. Going across Donner Pass and back from Sacramento to Nevada, we're able to, on the trip back, actually zero out. In terms of state of charge improving due to regenerative braking U-2026, it extends range for us in a way that is invaluable. And if you were wondering what drivers think about the Semi's cabin and central driving position, they describe both as being very comfortable. Source: reposted and summarized from Dan Mihalascu at Inside EVS. Tesla hires new exec to lead Giga Nevada's massive expansion. Tesla has hired a new executive to lead the expansion of its Gigafactory Nevada site. The EV maker last month recruited Michael Hildebrand for the role of leader of Gigafactory Nevada expansion engineering and construction. According to his LinkedIn profile seen by Electrek, Hildebrand has almost 3 decades of experience in the pharmaceutical industry, where he led many manufacturing projects. He was most recently executive director of projects at Eli Lilly, where he spent the previous 19 years of his career. The executive describes himself as a highly motivated manufacturing operations leader, with extensive capital project leadership and pharmaceutical manufacturing operations senior leadership experience. Hopefully, the fact Tesla has hired a new experienced manufacturing executive means that the expansion of Gigafactory Nevada will finally start to show some progress. In January, the EV maker announced a massive $3.6 billion expansion for the site to add high-volume production of Tesla Semi and 4,680 battery cells in 2 new manufacturing facilities. Tesla said the new factories would be part of Giga Nevada's Phase 2 expansion, adding 4 million square feet of new manufacturing footprint to the site and creating 3,000 jobs, in addition to the approximately 11,000 current jobs at the site. The EV maker said the new 4,680 cell factory would have an annual capacity of 100 gigawatt-hours, enough to produce batteries for 1.5 million light-duty vehicles annually. In the long term, Tesla CEO Elon Musk said the 4,680 cell manufacturing facility in Nevada could achieve production as high as 500 gigawatt-hours a year. Gigafactory Nevada is currently about 30% complete and builds battery cells as part of a joint venture with Panasonic. Until recently, the plant also made Megapacks, but it stopped making them in early May, with production reportedly moving to Tesla's Lathrop Megafactory in California. In light of the $3.6 billion investment announced at the start of the year, Gigafactory Nevada will have a critical role for the Tesla Semi and 4,680 cell programs. The new investment will add to the $6.2 billion Tesla has invested in Gigafactory Nevada since the plant opened in July 2016. Source: Reposted and summarized from Dan Mihailescu at Inside EVS.